Hello, friends. Welcome back. I hope you've been having a terrific week. We're losing the leaves too soon. It's been so dry here. But God did send us enough rain. We have been able to enjoy some color. It's just that it's been so dry that they're just coming off the tree in droves. Anyway, that's all right. I appreciate that we did get some color and we were able to enjoy it. Went camping last weekend. It was glorious up there. Lots and lots of color. And you would have thought I would have gone around taking all kind of photos, but no, I didn't. All right, guys, real quick. I did get a few new goodies, and I wanted to show you what I went for. I know that I'm a little bit different out there on YouTube as far as the things that I gravitate to. But from Hero Arts, this is a bundle. It is called Color Layering Dove Bundle. It is a 2-step stamp for the dove. And it has got some wonderful verses that go with it. It is called a bundle because you get the die to cut out the dove and the olive branch. So there are those. It keeps the price point down when they don't have a ton of dies. And honestly, guys, don't we all have circles and squares and rectangles and ovals and all that kind of thing? We do. All right. And then the fancy dies. This has the word peace, love, hugs, the ampersand, congrats, and prayers. Love that. Inexpensive, but this will go a very long way. It is called Peace Words Fancy Dies. And look how they did this. Isn't this precious? In this envelope, and I haven't seen a glassine envelope, and I couldn't tell you when. I thought that was a great touch. I loved it. Hero Arts 4 laser cut layering stencils, and these are called 4 laser cut layering stencils. Isn't that sweet? I think that's going to be so easy to use. Just like the last stencil set we used, I promised you it would be easy, and it was. And this looks to be just as easy. I'm going to slide all this back in here for the minute. I know me, I'll start losing parts and pieces. And the envelope, here it is, Flourishy Christmas Tree, October 2024, layering stencils of the month. Nice. Also, I ordered some liquid pearls, and I'm not sure if I ordered these directly from... I'm not sure which site I got these at. It might have been on Honeybee's site. I've never had liquid pearls, so I'm starting out with the gold pearl and the slate. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, those are the 2 colors I'm going to start out with, but also from Hero Arts, I got their Glitter Hero Paste. I've never used it. I'm excited to try it. It does say our standard Hero Paste with the addition of iridescent glitter. Can you think snow, backgrounds, all kinds of good things to use that on? And from Gina K, Christmas Begins with Christ. There is not any dies that go with this, but honestly, you don't need them. But look at all this imagery. I love that star. And I love the sentiments. I love this Christmas tree. Oh, holy night. Isn't this precious? I love this. Can't wait to get that out and play with it. And then also from Gina K is her Modern Poinsettia. And I'm not sure if it tells how many stencils come in here. I think there's 4, but we'll get to play with it together. And then I had to have this oval stencil because I see using both the positive and the negative masked oval. Okay. Altenew. I got a couple of these from Altenew, and we're going to play with one of them in today's video. Here is Dreamy Daylilies. It is a 3D embossing folder. Let me hold that where you can see it. and matching stencils and the outline die, if you want to cut that out. From Honeybee, I got this ornate, what is that called? Ornate card stand. You can die cut this and fold it and slip it into your envelope as you are mailing a card, and your recipient will have a way to display it. Isn't that sweet? I like that idea. And also from Honeybee, this is Follow That Star background stencil. Isn't that pretty? Can you see how that's kind of a delicate pattern? And it would make a background pop without being too distracting. And I bet that would be beautiful on there. I bet it would. And this were slipped inside this envelope. Isn't that sweet? Love that. And I did not realize, you know, when I was with Stamping Up, I used to order their A2 card boxes. I think you could fit like, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 cards along with the envelopes. They had these on sale, and I thought, well, I'm going to just look and see what Honeybees are like. They are a heavier weight, and I've got a few cards here that I'm going to be sending to someone. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that awesome? It is so crystal clear and a lot more sturdy than what I was previously getting. Not by a whole lot, but there it, and it kind of slipped out of its, so when I opened up the box, these were laying on top, and it's like, okay, what happened? Well, the packaging couldn't contain it, I don't guess. They are called A2 Crystal Clear Box, and it was a 10-pack, and I honestly did not pay very much for that. And finally, I have, and I got these from Honeybee. They had them on their site. Stampin' Storage, 8.5 by 11 paper sleeve. Okay, there's actually 15 in here. And see the little tabs at the top? And I can't wait to get into those and try those. This will be a first for me because I actually have a cupboard. I call it a cupboard that my husband built for me that is almost 6 foot tall, and it's got the horizontal partitions in it on 2 sides for 8.5 by 11 paper. But, you know, there's times maybe in going back and forth to class, I really kind of want to package some regular size cardstock. So, we are going to be using the new Playful Leaves Botanical 3D Embossing Folder. Well, it's new to me, okay? And the coordinating stencil. Yep, I've already been playing with it. And for the sentiment, I am using Stamps Simply Give Thanks stamps and dies. There's 8 stamps, 2 dies in this set. And I wanted to make a festive Thanksgiving card. I've already pulled these 2 sentiments here, and I think you can see that on screen okay. Let us come before him with thanksgiving. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. This is a day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. That great for a birthday, right? And give thanks would be great for a thank you card. You have this wonderful leaf with a cluster of acorns, and then you do have a standalone acorn. I thank my God upon every remembrance of you. Rejoice, always pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks. And you have your die for your large leaf, and then your standalone acorn. So that's what we're going to be using, and I've already got those mounted in my Misty. I'm going to take my ink pad, and in a brighter blue, we're going to ink both of these up at the same time. And I know I'm not in camera for you. And here we go. See how this comes out, just stamping that one time. Oh my, Isn't that beautiful? I don't even have to do that a second time. Yay, gotta love it. All right, let me get my little chamois here. Wipe off my stamps. Just so I can take my cardstock out and fold this up. And we're good on that. All right, let's pick these up. If I can get a hold of them. Well, okay. Let me get my Gina K picking stick. I don't want that to be ruffled. There we go. Yeah, I freshly cleaned my sticky mat from Waffle Flower. This is the 8.5 by 6.5. Totally fills in the Misty. Love this thing. All right, we've got those. I'm going to close this up and put this away. And we're going to get ready and just go ahead and die cut this one. And I have a circle die that I'm going to use on here. And just, I've got that magnetic mat from scrapbook.com. I've showed it to you guys before. But just to be on the safe side, I am just going to tape that down. I kind of find that circles tend to want to smush or slide a little more than other shape dies. All right. I've got my Magic Mat, magnetic mat here on the bottom. And that is on top of my platform. This is the Stampin' Up! Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So there's my platform. Here is my, I call it a thin die adapter. And then my magnetic plate from scrapbook.com. Love it. I'm going to lay that on there. And it's got good hold. Again, because it's a circle. Not real sure. I've had them slide. And then I'm just going to take a regular Magic Mat and put on top. And I may be making a mistake with that. I'm not sure. That is a sandwich we're going to use here in a minute to cut out a metallic gold circle that will be our backer for this piece. So, get this out of here. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm still praying for all you guys in Florida and North Carolina, even other parts of Tennessee and places that are still recovering from all these storms that have been going through. So, prayers and thoughts are still with you. Let me put my die up. We all have circle dies. And I am using a set from Stampin' Up! That I don't think is ever going to leave my stash. But anyway, it's called Stylish Shape Dies. Now, I have got, I kind of sketched this over. I have got my Alta New, what is that called? Got the pack right here. Alta New Brush Gold Metallic Cardstock. It's 8.5 by 11. You get 10 sheets. Thought the price was very reasonable. And I've explained to you before, if you take an etched clear plate that has been used, and it has etching in it, and you use that on top of that soft metallic finish, you're going to get etching transferred into it. The solution is to use Magic Mats. At least one on top, at least. So, I'm going to move this through very quickly. Release that. And then I will show you the card base. And we will get our embossing done. Plus, there is one other product I am going to bring in. I purposely picked this part of my metallic paper because it had a little bit of a boo-boo in it, and I thought, well, I'm not going to waste that. I can use that too. Oh boy, it did stick. Let me try to get that off. Let me get my pokey tool, kind of get that started. since I'm going to layer my sentiment on top of it, it really isn't going to matter that there's a few little blemishes. I'll lay this to the side for the minute. Let me get kind of set up. We've got some embossing to do, and I won't be using the magic mats. So now I'm going to take this, get that off of there, get that put over here in my case. Yeah, I'm slowly replacing things, but by the same token, I don't feel compelled to be in a hurry about replacing everything. And where did my glue bottle go? Here it is. All right, with my Barely Art glue, I'm just going to glue this on and lay this in here, because this is going to end up being on the front of our card. I'm just going to lay that firmly down and put this over to the side. And then we are going to get out our embossing folder. When they said this was 3D, they weren't kidding. I love it. And let me tell you, when I first went to run this through, I couldn't feel it was doing anything. Now, it's easier to emboss than it is to die cut. Yes, it is. But this was so easy to run through, and I thought, you know, there is no way, get that glue booger gone, there is no way that embossed. So when I was pulling it out, I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to add a shim or something to this. But let me show you. So I'm going to take my embossing folder, and I'm going to lay my cardstock right up to where the design stops. And I'm straight. I'm going to lay this on my platform. I'm going to take my specialty dark gray plate, lay that on top. And I'm telling you, I'm not holding on. I'm telling you, look how easy that went through. Like there was just going through the motions of cranking it through. But let me move this. I don't think we'll need that anymore. Look at that. Is that not amazing? 3D embossing. That was super easy. Love that. All right, let me move my things here to the side. We are going to get out my, and I bet I picked it up and moved it and didn't mean to. Yeah, I did. Y'all know I love my Waffle Flower 8.5 by 6.5 sticky mat. And I have a second one so that I don't have to keep taking it out of my Misty. And we remove these. Save these sheets. If you order their sticky mats, you're going to have a sheet for both sides to protect it from dust, etc. Save these. This one is thicker than the other one. There's one that's really, really thick and one that's a little bit thinner because you want to keep putting them back on there. So we're going to use this. I'm going to bring in my cardstock and I'm going to press that in really well. And we're going to get out the Playful Leaves stencil that matches. And it may take me a minute to kind of line this up. There we go. Okay, am I lined up? Trying to make sure that I'm right where I need to be everywhere. This was actually pretty easy to line up. Okay, am I good? Am I good? Good there. Am I good here? Something is off right here. Let's see if I can skedaddle that over a little bit. Okay, right there, right there. Right here is the area I'm concerned about. So, there we go. We're good. Let me pull this side down just a little bit. I really want this to be right. Okay. I'm okay. Yep, I think I'm good to go. And so now, can you see where I'm putting my fingers and that sticky mat is just holding right onto it? And it is so nice that I don't have to tape everything down. Now, there's a little give right here. And there will be for you too, anytime you're using a stencil. And while this one isn't super delicate, you do have to be kind of careful. I am bringing in my mini blending tool. You can get these at scrapbook.com. You can get these, Simon Says Stamp. You can get these several places, and this is the mini one. And I'm bringing in my Astro Paste by Simon Hurley through Ranger Ink, slippery when wet. And I know that may look kind of funny, but I promise you, and it doesn't take much at all. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to dab it. Dab it? Dab it? I don't know. Tomato, tomato. Okay. And you don't have to use a whole lot to just get this wonderful effect. Okay. And it dries so fast. I love this. Love, love, love it. So we're just going to dab until we get this kind of filled in. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can just do bare little hints of gold if that's what you would like. You know, depending on what kind of a stencil or background you are trying to create. Ah, love this. Oh my goodness. Isn't that pretty? And as you can tell, all you're really seeing is the gold, because the colored part is actually going to dry clear and you're not going to see it. This medium that it's in is simply a carrier for that. That's all that is. I don't know how these great minds come up with the compositions of some of these products so that we can explore creativity to our heart's contents with a variety of mediums. Okay. By the way, guys, shout out to Wendy Cranford. She is having an amazing sale for the Creative Vault. I don't know if you use my affiliate link, if that will still come up with you, for you to get the free 21, I think it's a free 21-day trial. I should have gone and refreshed my memory before I started this video, but I do want to give her a shout out. Guys, a free 21-day trial for the Creative Vault, you can't beat that. And if it is not showing you that on my affiliate link, because I haven't had time to reach out to her to find out if that free 21-day trial will work. So, if not, then close out of my link, go directly to thecreativevault.com and do a search. All right, I am going to get this to come up. I do have a container over to the side with soapy water in it. This stuff does dry pretty quick. So I really want to get this off. Got to be careful. Don't want to tear it. That is a beautiful stencil. Let me kind of tap that down in the water. And then I'm going to pick this up off of my mat, and I'm going to put my sticky mat in that water too. My container is just big enough for all that. Good to go. Let's bring this back in. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? I love it. I hope you do too. Isn't that pretty? You can turn this any way you want to. Doesn't matter. I don't even remember now which way I was actually doing this. We're going to lay that there. This, when it dries, will not rub off. That's still a little wet where it's kind of thick. So we're just going to lay this to the side for a minute because it won't take it long to dry. And I'm going to take my card base. And I'm going to take our inside sentiment. And we're going to head and get that laid down. And then we can finish up our card and I can let you guys go. But yes, I'm so excited for my class tomorrow. Oh, and real quick, I haven't got to see the video yet. But not too long before starting this, it popped up in my suggested feed because I am a subscriber of Penny Black. They are having an amazing sale, guys. Amazing. Do a search on YouTube for Penny Black and find that the video for the sale. I think it just came out today. It might have been yesterday, but it's a brand new video. And she will show you all the things that they have on sale. Like they're taking bundles of stamps, like 4 and 5 nice size stamp sets, bundling them together. And instead of the $100+ you would be spending, $30. $30. So go check that out too. All right. So now we have that. And I'm not sure if all of this is dry yet. We're just going to kind of help the process. And I'll be very careful putting down my glue. And I'll hold it to where hopefully I won't be touching any of that on the front. But do you see how quick and easy this card is? Cut your card base, cut your pieces for the inside, stamp and die cut your sentiments. You're good. You're golden. You could easily mass produce a card like this. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't want to do that. Not yet. Not yet. So, did I have it ready? No. I need a piece of this Altenew brush gold. Now, I've got two kinds mixed in here. I've got some mirror gold that came out of another pack. I do want to cut a gold layer. All right, I got to move all the stuffs. And let's cut. I need a piece that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So, can you even see? You really can't. I don't know why it's so dark in here. Do I have bulbs that need to be replaced? I'm beginning to think so. So there's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. There we go. Now I've got it. Does it bother me I'm not die cutting out of it? Nah, it doesn't. Not at all. So now let's go back to my card front. Now let's put glue on the back of this. I did want a bit of a gold border. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Sometimes I tend to hoard my metallic cardstock. And while I agree we don't need to be wasteful with it, we also need to use it. Does this bother me? Not a bit. Not a bit. I am going to put, let me look here. I am going to put a little bit more glue back here since it's already started drying. That would not be a good thing. It's heavily embossed. Beautifully embossed. So we're just going to add a little extra glue to the back of that. That'll be plenty, I promise. And lay this right in here. Do you see how this is coming together? Isn't it gorgeous? It's gorgeous. I love this. Love it. Now, where it's already dry. It's already dry and the stuff will not shed. Will not shed. Isn't that amazing? And let me bring in, I'm still using my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I am going to pop this up. And if you've watched me any length of time, you do know that I am very generous with the use of my dimensionals. And that may drive some of you crazy. I don't know. But it would drive me crazy to put 3 on there and call it done. But, you know, if that's how you roll, I'm not criticizing you at all. I'm not. This is just how I roll. All right, let's get some more of these. One more, and we're good. I don't know if it would be cheaper for me to invest in like some more solid foam sheets and die cut out of that to back these. But let me tell you guys, I've got tons of dimensionals. I don't supply them anymore in my class because I feel like that's a basic adhesive that as a card maker you should have and bring to class. I do supply glue and bone folders and things like that for people who are brand new and who don't have them, or for the, you know, the times that we're going to forget to bring something we need to class. We all do that. Okay, let's bring this over here and try to kind of sort of make sure it's in the middle, top and bottom, side to side, the best I can. Most especially make sure it's straight. What do you think, guys? Wasn't that easy? Isn't that festive and fun? What is wrong with that? No, it is not the traditional, the red, the orange, the yellow, a little bit of green, all that good stuff. It is not. But isn't that awesome? I would love to get a Thanksgiving card like this. That is so sweet. Definitely worth mass producing. Guys, until we meet again, as far as I know, I'm not under the gun too much next week. Not too much. I've got to get ready here in a few, and I've got to go get my car washed. Guys, it is so bad. But I hope you guys really enjoyed making this card. A lot of these deals, when I get them, they're on sale. So hop on over. I will leave links to everything in the description below. If you enjoyed this video at all, would you please give me a thumbs up? I would appreciate that so much. And if you feel I can be of any value in your stamping journey, please do subscribe. Anyway, guys, I want y'all to know you are loved. Do be safe. And do know God is good all the time. Bye.